Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi.
It's Roy Jones Jr. And up against...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
So much hype. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. These two fighters are made for one another. Lands the jab. That jab doesn't find a home. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but don't expect these fans to be sitting down. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Walk in. You cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Tarver's been rocked. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down big time. There's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You'd like to see more jabs. Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every switch.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second.
The bell rings and we start the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Insane action. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Back and forth they go. That counter shot lands. Straight right, just misses. Good counter punch. They exchange punches. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominant. And there's the bell to start round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Couldn't land that jab. Good counter punching. They're both trying for a knockout. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. His jab just got blocked. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan does not seem... There's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
On their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Pensacola's finest is down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your play.
Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back, don't ever run.
Here we go, it's round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. And they get out of the way of that left hand. the counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Catch and shoot. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's go with that right uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Go back.
Great round. Great round. Relax.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Perfect counter shot. You believe what we are seeing. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook's blocked. Goodness, we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
Are you all right? We're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
What?